Hello everyone, friends. Um, this is second time I am hosting live YouTube authentic self-talk conversation. I don't have like refined or scripted words to express my thoughts and observation, and ultimately the explorations that I am up to. So, like every week, uh, when it comes to in the weekend time, I felt like I have more time to reflect on the activities and the progress I made towards my goal and vision. You, when you clicked on this video, and if you go to the description section, you will find that this space is created not to uh, like something that I want to promote or sell. Rather, it is focus on self improvement and kind of like challenges to not just challenges, but little bit of intentional and purpose driven for those people, for those uh, upcoming generation. Not I would say the everyone, but the sake of purpose, my life trajectory that I want to document, and I do want to track the improvement of my verbal communication and the speaking ability. It's really difficult when you look at when you like truly obsessed with something that you want to get uh, results like immediately too intense that you are trying really hard on specific skills on specific result when you are tracking and you don't uh, get that kind of result, it's a little bit of like frustrating. But there is the thing, here is the thing, and here is the catch. So this is where comes the self mastery, mind mastery, right? So if I go back to my past and the habit and the pattern of my living life, the way that I programmed by society, by friends, relatives, and the professional space, although I am little bit of uh, like different person in the room to of doesn't actually uh, give me it is the form of actualization of my mind, and this is a calling. Not if you are not ever, uh, you are not going to understand that it is something that messes from your soul that you want to explore by you following your curiosity. Though I am targeting, I am from like totally outside of Western world, but from my childhood, I was really interested in Western culture, and probably I have heard that their Western culture is rich and they are knowledge driven, right? And not rich in like financial condition, but also with the honesty and integrity. Above all, the thing that really inspire me that valuing the creativity, creative work, and the human creative potential. Despite all of the difficulties and hardships I have like challenging and the same time growing as a creative professional and the same time as a creator, like it's an so many job to do. But yes, of course, I can minimize this all of this task and all of this learning, skip all of these learning phases. But the personal transformation, the personal uh, like something that you do and you wonder uh, by the impact uh, that was like unbelievable, surprising, and with that sense, the knowledge and wisdom it is something that comes from pain, something that you are missing, something that you are not going to according to your plan. So that sense, uh, like following the own freedom, uh, even the difficulties of the financial uncondition in my uh, in my family, right? The responsibilities we have for the family, and everyone have family for the family, but there is something that as an every entrepreneur would relate on this because it's not about life is fulfilling through the needs we have. Uh, most of the needs are not necessary. Basically, the basic needs are in demand, on demand. So I probably do get uh, confused when it comes to using in and on. But the way that my brain works, and I try to like play it the way that I like to learn, it is like spontaneity, like uh, not just like following any structure, framework, strategy. Rather, it is, let's say, the pure intention driven out. I'm not going to like argue with anyone, but it is kind of like way to understand that how I get better results when it comes to solving problem, learning something, and obviously that satisfy and serve my heart and soul. So that perspective, and I try to develop my communication skill. So as an independent, uh, creative professional, at the same time, I'm running my solo branding agency. So little bit of difficult to like following curiosity. That creative minds, it's like absolutely designed by curiosity, and when curiosity jumps on place to place, branch to branch, it's also like some form of not setting any kind of boundaries and limitations, right? So if I give you if I give you an example of, let's say that the founders, most successful founders on this planet, they made successful not uh, because of they were totally uh, rational person, but when they found themselves in the creative uh, part of their brain, they become even more uh, brought even more results and build something very incredible. So with that um, statement, we can actually give an person example is Steve Jobs. If he would not stay curious, uh, he would probably never, we would never going to experience the Apple and its revolutionary products. He built this because he understand, he followed the curiosity on his mind. So that was something that he gone through, he has gone through or difficult phases because that was totally uncertain. The way you felt the curiosity and the opportunity you have seen, the vision you have made, curiosity through curiosity, right? And not somebody have uh, the same mentality, same mindset, right? So I'm just documenting this all of my thought. I found that YouTube, and it's not only just video sharing platform. I would say it's a platform that where we can share our voice, we can speak, and as a creative professional, uh, branding agency owner, solo branding agency owner. So how would I like find my voice? I was like questioning myself because deep down, that I mentioned, I'm a self learner, right? I from my beginning of my early age of my student life and college life, I never met with the friends, kind of friends that they would actually follow the same follow the different way of like experiencing life and profession. And every decision I made and every choices I made following my own mind and curiosity. So this is like an personal space for me, and I love like speaking, uh, self-talk. So the reason that I made this uh, space where I feel like more a grounded version of myself when I do speak, and I feel this is the way that I could find some friends who might also struggling, like sharing ideas and sharing the emotions and living life, uh, want to live life authentically with the creative potential the person have, right? So not just you don't have to like I feel now after coming at this stage of my life, I don't feel like that I need anyone to make friends, spending time with them. I do feel, yes, of course, that like-minded people would be a great uh, uh, I desire or something that I would love to get. But yes, so something it is kind of like philosophical point of view, just being present with the current thoughts and sharing the journey of the life. It's really making me feel more alive, and I don't know, but it's giving me a sense of something uh, grounded, something uh, balanced of my life. But yes, I do like to share some perspective on the people we are like doing the work the traditional way and solving other people problem using like uh, digital tools, whether it is analog, non-digital tool, it doesn't matter, right? It's matter that what we actually solve, and if we know the problem is where, if we have that clarity, what and how, it would be much easier to like to how we gonna solve this problem, right? It's like understanding the pain point first. Uh, so being said that at the point of the traditional way of doing digital work, see you, I don't feel like that. Let's say that the people out there uh, on the top list, whether it comes to business, entrepreneurship, and technology, and everyone knows that AI is taking its place, and everyone trying to like adapt on this technology, because I found this pattern is when it's the way of like earlier life the creators was thinking, it was like turned into an digitalized method, digitalized process workflow, and the tools they have built. Let's say I sometimes imagine myself, if there would no digital tools, if there is no internet, oftentimes I do imagine that how would I like solve particular people, how I would connect. Yes, of course, this is kind of thinking of like uh, invisible, uh, something intrinsic, and something interpersonal. I don't know that is a correct word, appropriate word to explain this, explain such condition. But now it feels like, yes, when you have a business, the model that the society has designed, and every every e- every every country, not just every country, that global system of like the business, then entrepreneurship, um, the way that designed exchanging values, right? And it is like that giving everyone to opportunity to do work, and thinking the higher stage of leverage that you can actually do, you can actually take the full advantage if you have a big ambition, right? So now I see that that phase is also changing, because now when you are a knowledge driven person, when you understand the tools that have been already available, you could learn any skills and machine can work for you. But what I also feel, the gap in this field, still that majority of people uh, are going to be the users, uh, let's say the small and medium businesses, startups, right? And the purpose would be how they can minimize their cost, right? But I don't know, but how this is going to get the chance, uh, how it will impact. But yes, we are getting new tools out there, so that would probably also add value in people's life. So I'm not going to talk about those area today, but rather I would focus on that, how, what the changes it can be in any situation, how you will be prepare yourself, how you be aware and mentally strong, right? So these are the things that also important to have. And someone from outside of the Western world, it is even much more difficult to get the right support. But when you have a belief strong enough, and you are with the abundance of mindset, which is combined with spiritual and philosophical perspective, you don't have to like rely on somebody. And when you understand that what requires, what doesn't require, when it comes to find your peace of mind. And I feel more and more peace and happiness, uh, though like it is a process of like continuous adopting on certain steps and managing the risk. So I would probably not to worry what's happening, right? Rather, I would focus on how I can actually use this, right? And I don't feel also I do have to be very perfect when it comes to helping or creating, guiding people. My client. Earlier, I was very unsatisfied because I wanted to be the person, the best consultant, best designer. But as time goes, time passes, I understand that human have the natural ability, understanding of authenticity, authentic self. There is no need to any kind of communication tools, whether it is sound, whether it is any kind of expression, language. There is no need any expression when you can just uh, be present yourself and you create the silence, the right people around you. It will naturally can be understand that the person what is actually he or she is suffering, right? So though it is like an kind of my profession is like uh, doing design things and talking about the design stuff, but more and more when I get evolved in this design phase, I found that everything is design, and more when I embrace the curiosity, I feel love in like continuous exploration and learning. Yes, I am though ever that not how non it no matter that how aware and conscious you are, but certain things are not in our control in certain locations, certain space, certain place. For me, I do feel like that my place and my services are not um, in demand for the people that I want to attract. But that's why I had to take a long courage, a big step to understand that how the language of the communication in English and the guiding, holding a space, it actually works. So I can actually share my voice and attract the outside of my country, like another country, other country, and the people who they are like really aware on those particular things when it comes to like finding our voice, building our brand, and giving the clarity, uh, finding alignment in life because these are the things very important for the life, giving a meaning and finding peace, right? So I found this peace hard way because life itself is your master. When you go through your life through pain, you will master yourself. I know the hardship of like the financial I saw in my family, and I saw that the knowledge out there, their need mastery when it comes to expressing. and lead with example, right? I saw fear and doubts and criticism. So I can actually overcome this first myself and then just help other people to not to worry about those things. I can see the revolutionize of the communication, internet, AI. The people have their endless opportunity to learn, grow, and build, and then serve. So, with this continuous effort of learning, I feel like I got my space here that I can actually share to the global audience. So, I can build my personal brand. I can serve, I can share my voice. So, I know that creators out there from different countries on this planet, in this world, of course, there are many creators, they have also endless potential, but not you when you look at it that only 1 or 2% people just outperform in this race. But I can see, I can make a hope that this is going to change right now when you have the right knowledge, when you have the mindset of self mastery, and you have a voice that you can lead. Authenticity is now becoming more and more important. It doesn't matter machine give you or machine complete the task. And in the end, that you will, that our human mind and biologically that it works, that we seek the validation, not the validation of the negative sense, but the taking validation in positive sense that I am doing that is actually useful for someone, right? So I find this mental peace just analyzing, observing the life where I am right now, and kind of challenging for me building and sharing my voice on YouTube, finding the right audience. That audience might be an opportunity for me so they can actually guide me or they can also give me the idea of how I can actually how it is something that I am sharing that can they can actually find useful for them. I don't know, but if I also I know if I don't provide the actual value, and there will be no actions, and I would not get uh, the return. But yes, this is not for the return perspective. This is space. But when I will develop my skills, develop my everything, the tools and the mastery, it will also reflect that level of the energy and the vibe, and then people are going to like get at naturally. But the building in public, it was my biggest fear when I felt doubted and criticized myself. Uh, it was like an stubborn, uh, I don't know, that's the right words, but something that I was hurting myself, not allowing myself to create and build. And once I started creating, I feel even I found that those were just negative beliefs. And just after creating and trying to improve myself, I don't know that how much I have improved, but I am committed to grow, learn, and build. Also, help you if you need any kind of help when it comes to starting your build in public journey, whether it is business, your personal brand, or it just a friendship purpose of friendship meetup. I have dropped my calendar link. So if you want to like feel peace, feel more grounded, and whatever wherever you are now, you are happy. So this channel is for you. Also, if you love creativity and self talking, this channel is for you. Feel free to like support me, and I would appreciate this. So this is all for today. We will see you in the next one. Bye.